Analyzing this kind of thing, like the minute the replacement arrests were fired, President Obama said, see, sometimes losing jobs can be a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's no secret that politics has always been a comedy goldmine for American late-night comedians. From newcomers like Fallon and Kimmel to veterans Letterman and Stewart, late-night hosts are not afraid to put their own comedic spin on the hot-button issues dominating the political landscape.
I love you, women!
And we love you back! I certainly hope Mitt opens his speech with, I love you, man!
The culture of political satire was first made popular back in the days of vaudeville. Comedians like Will Rogers and Groucho Marx would tease the political leaders of the time, much to their delight. They embraced the jokes, and political humor became a staple of American culture.
Ask you one little question. What? Would you marry me?
No, I won't marry you.
No?
No.
Do you know anybody that will marry me?
I can ask Father.
Many things on the comedic landscape may have changed, but making fun of our political leaders is not one of them. Political humor moved beyond the realm of vaudeville and found its new home in the growing medium of television. In its infancy, television mainly consisted of variety shows, in which the host would always open with a monologue. Always present were jokes poking fun of our beloved political figures.
Did they grab you?
Oh, they grabbed me. I had to get into the third layer of my money belt.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Oh, I tell you, it's really true. You may not believe it, but I walked in a Republican and came out a Democrat.
This routine continued as the gold standard of television variety shows. However, as television evolved, so did the nature of prime time. Americans began to watch more sitcoms and scripted dramas, and variety moved on to the new stage of late night. Americans embraced their late night stars, but none more than the infamous king of the genre, Johnny Carson.
I'm Johnny Carson, and I think I should tell you that I've given a lifetime to comedy, and the next 90 minutes is going to seem like a lifetime to you.
Carson was the most beloved late-night host on television, and just like the comedians before him, he was not afraid to poke fun at the political issues of the day.
Remember G. Gordon Liddy? He's one of the many people who went to prison because of Watergate, and you might like to know that G. Gordon Liddy is out of prison. He's doing well, and in fact, at this very moment, he is standing at the Jack in the Box, refusing to tell the clown anything.
Carson's 30-year reign came to an end in the early 90s, but the golden format of late-night comedy lived on. The late-night genre exploded, and soon every network on TV had their own late-night show, and with it, comedians that made fun and satirized our political leaders.
Mitt Romney, 90 minutes awake and upright means big win for the camp.
Well, I certainly imagine Romney will accomplish that. So.
Barack Obama can only count to 27.
All right.
And how do the networks feel about all this poking the bear humor? They love it, especially during election cycles.
And the number one reason Mitt Romney should appear on The Late Show, John McCain once blew us off. How'd that turn out?
Networks, who already receive huge amounts in revenue from the campaign ads they run, love when their late-night hosts poke fun at the candidates, mainly because of the ratings. So no matter what the networks feel about the elections, they know that it's good business. A fact that NBC knows all too well.
And live from New York, it's Saturday!
Saturday Night Live, now in its 38th season, has been satirizing politics since their first show back in 1976. They have done impressions of presidents from Ford to Obama, as well as other politicians like Bob Dole, Al Gore, Nancy Pelosi, Michelle Bachmann, Michael Bloomberg, Herman Cain, Joe Biden, and countless others. And even though the impressions might not be top-notch, their sentiments are always spot-on funny.
Do you know what the unemployment rate in Scranton is right now?
Sure do.
It's 10%. Mm-hmm. And I just wonder what the vice president would say to the hardworking people of towns like Janesville and Scranton.
Well, I know what I'd say to my friend and the people of Janesville. Things may be bad where you live, but I guarantee you it is a paradise next to the burning coal heap that is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Saturday Night Live continues to be a major staple of the late-night stage and a barometer of what things in the news can have a funny side.
One of my horses failed to medal at the Olympics, so I know hardship.
And even now, when there are more late-night shows than networks, the political humor just keeps on coming. It doesn't seem like this genre is going anywhere, And as long as Americans like to laugh at their elected officials, political humor will never go out of style.
Dude, he's yelling at you. Look up. Look up. What are you looking at? What are you writing that's so important? What are you doing? Oh, that's nice. All right. I didn't realize. That is impressive work.